question number 5 of the PhilNITS FE afternoon portion of the exam. In this question, we are being asked for the blanks provided, B, C, and then later on D and E, what should be the best answer? Remember that we are talking about an asset management system. And so for letter B, if we look at the choices, we have include and extend. And the thing here, though, is that the arrow goes this way, and another set, the arrow goes the other way. That's why when I was answering this question a while ago, I was choosing whether it was A or B. And actually, I got the incorrect answer, and the reason for that is if we take a look at the diagram, we see that the include has all the arrows going this way, right? And so I thought that the extend would also be going this way, going to the right, but it turns out it has to be going to the left. And when I re-verified why it's like that, we can see that from the note here, I did get the extend part, but what it's saying is if it's going to the left, y is supposed to be an additional optional function of x. Therefore, in terms of meaning, generate sticker and print sticker should be optional for the register assets task. Now, how did I know that it should be extend and not include? The keyword optional. Okay, and if we need to also understand what is again happening here, then we need to look at the register assets step. And for example, it says here that when we're doing the register assets, this is what we need to do. And that's why there's a part here where we generate QR code stickers and also print QR code stickers. When I was answering this, I also saw the accounts request clause. And I was thinking that maybe it should be include, not extend. And that's why also I had to read the remaining steps again. And we see here towards the end something where the accountant requests the concerned staff. So the accountant can actually request, and if the step here is based on the accountant's request, then there is a case where we don't print out, we don't also generate QR codes. So in that sense, I knew that it's supposed to be extend instead of include. Again, also based on the note, optional. The problem I got was my arrow was pointing to the other side. And as we've explained also, based on the meaning of what the arrow is supposed to signify, then if it's going to X, then it means that the other letter Y, the other function, is optional. It's an optional function of X. Okay, so that answers letter B. Now for letter C1, C2, C3, we need to look at the choices. Now the thing with this one is that when I was answering this, I thought that it would be A. Because if we follow the steps, it seems like we need to scan the QR code first, right? But it turns out if we look at the diagram, we can see that register assets also includes C1. And that's why there is a part in register assets where it says that we still need to generate the QR codes and the stickers. So we don't scan the QR sticker, the QR code at all in register assets. The other thing also is that information regarding the assets, we have to register those information. So given that, for C1, it looks like letter A would be incorrect, and now we're down to B or C. The thing is, for view location, we can find it in one of the succeeding steps. We see here that there is update assets and report assets. And if we look at report assets, we have here the scanning of the QR code and then also selecting the location of the asset. So in that sense, we need to view the location when we are already in the report assets step. And if we look at the set of choices again, it's either B or C. Based on the explanation a while ago, view location at the start at C1 is incorrect because it's done in C2, which is after C1. What I mean by that is the C2 or C3. In this case, it should be after C1, so the answer would be letter B. Now the next set of blanks, the way to answer them is to find what they're supposed to be doing. And in this case, for the input, we have asset description, purchase date, seller, depreciation cost, and blank. And if we read the steps, we'll find that this is in the first step, this set of phrases. It's this one. The problem here is that if we added all the phrases, that would be incorrect, which is what I did. Because again, if we review the description, asset condition and checking flag will be done later, not during the register assets where we need to put in a value right away. So that's why all the remaining phrases here, other than asset condition checking flag, we need to put in the input, and that leaves us with location and department. That's why for answer group D, it should be letter D. Now for the last answer group, letter E, it's saying that we click the register button and assign the unique asset ID and set blank, then display the summary information. We can find the register step here. And here we see that the asynchronization is set to normal and the checking flag set to 0, which means it's not checked. And we just need to look for the answer that says those things. And that would be letter B. Normal and checking flag to 0. Okay? Alright.